Hi, I'm Leah and welcome to my channel. I'm really excited about this video, and normally I don't get this excited about doing a video, but for some reason I am. And that reason is because I'm trying out a brand new foundation. Now, I'm not one who gets really excited about brand new foundations. I'm not usually one who tries them out as soon as they come out. I like to see other people's reviews, see if it's something that I even feel like is worth me spending money or time to go get a sample so that I can try it on my oily skin, because just not everything works on oily skin. But this time I was just like, you know what? We're gonna try it out, and let me show you what that product is. I am trying out the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. Now let me tell you the reason I'm really excited about trying out this foundation. The reason is I've used and worn the original Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now, it didn't work for my skin because I have oily skin, and my oily skin just like ate it all up, and it didn't last for most of the day. But the shade match was awesome. So I got the same shade that I've been shade matched in the original, because the shades are supposed to be the same, and I'm hoping that, you know, my skin hasn't gotten darker or lighter since then. And that shade is Tiramisu. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see how this looks and how this lasts. So let me tell you what it says it's supposed to do. This is supposed to be an oil-free 24-hour matte foundation that masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. The matte formula is supposed to stay completely color true while covering imperfections to reveal the all-day shine-free look of naturally flawless skin. It's a lightweight wear and coverage, so it's undetectable and they'll think you were born this way. It's got coconut water in it, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid, which I think some or all of these ingredients are in the original. But it's supposed to be oil-free, oil-controlling, waterproof, and transfer-resistant. Now, I haven't seen any reviews of this yet, so I don't know what others are thinking, if they like it, if it's not great, but we're going to try it and we're going to see anyway. Okay, let's take it out of the box, because I have not taken it out of the box yet. It looks like the original. I think it's pretty. And so, yeah, we're going to shake this baby up and we're going to put it on. But first I have to put on the powder that I tend to wear underneath all of my foundations, because we're going to do this like I would any other day that I'm wearing foundation. Okay, I've got the powder on. And we're going to shake this up and just tilt you all a little bit. There we go, so you can see more. And let's open up. Oh, it's got a pump. I love it when there's a pump. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's pump it out here. Hopefully this does not make a mess. Do not make a mess. Okay. Got a little bit. It's runny. It's definitely runny. Consistency. I think that's how the original is too, if I remember correctly. Let's put it on. I think this is still gonna work. It's a shade. I think it is. Let's put it all on. Spots. Take my wet sponge that I pre-wet, and let's go ahead and get it in there. Ooh, it's a little redder than I thought, than I remembered the shade being. But hopefully, like I said, it still works. If not, it's going to be an interesting day. Thankfully, I don't have a ton of video calls for work today. So. But this is also, I double checked too when I bought this on Sephora, to my whatever foundation that I don't know, I used I used their foundation finder on Sephora.com, and picked one of the foundations that I knew was like my shade, and it suggested this. So I don't know. Now I have to say, this is not going down kind of matte. I look a little, I don't know, kind of, it's not quite matte. I don't know what I was expecting for it to look like, but I don't know. Okay, I think it's on. I don't think I need any more. I think it covered stuff pretty well. I actually do think the shade's a lot better than I thought it was. When I first started putting it on, I was like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, I think it is. I think it's good. I think it's good. And I'm sitting here in pretty much natural light with just one little light over here. So, and it looks good in the mirror. So yeah, I don't know. I look kind of green in the camera. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on off camera, which isn't a whole lot, just a little bit of eyeshadow and a little bit of powder and setting spray. Oh, then I got to do my mascara too. So I'm going to do that and then come back on camera, give you some initial thoughts, and then I got to run to work. Okay, the setting spray is still drying, but all of my makeup is on, and so far it feels good. I feel a little tightness around my mouth, but I felt some yesterday too using a different foundation, and that's just because earlier this week I forgot to put moisturizer on my face before I put all my makeup on, and down here tends to be the driest part of my face, and I felt it there. So I think that's probably why. But anywho, I think it looks good. So I'm going to see how it wears up during the day. I might check in once or twice before the end of the day. We'll see. But like I said, I don't have a lot of video calls today. I have like one or two. And so I'm going to be working. I'm still working from home. I'm going to be working from my home office. Going to be doing some things throughout the day. It says it's supposed to be oil controlling. So we'll see how it controls my oil. I didn't put any powder on, which I sometimes do. I just put the setting spray on, so we'll see how this does on its own. I didn't put any powder on top of the foundation, I mean, before I put on my setting spray. It's supposed to be transfer resistant. I'm not sure how to test that, particularly because the setting spray I use is supposed to kind of help with that. So I don't know. We'll see how this holds up. I can't wait to find out. Hi, I'm doing a check-in on this Too Faced matte foundation, and just look, I am shining up. Like, you can see a reflection in my face. Now, this is a $40 foundation. I would expect to not do this. Now, I will give them this. I did forget to set my foundation with powder, so maybe that's playing a role in why this is all like this. So we'll see how it looks during the rest of the day. I'm going to have to blot before my next video call because I'm not showing up all this kinds of shiny. That's not happening. So we'll see what we look like at the end of the day. So this is just a few minutes later. I decided I can't wait. I'm going to blot. So I'm going to blot the oil. There is some transfer on the towel. It's toilet paper that I'm using, but I have to say it's not as much as it is when I've had other foundations. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of powder. I don't know how this is gonna work because I forgot to bring the powder into the bathroom, and I don't know. And I'm doing this with like one hand. So let's see how this is gonna work. I think I need to blot a little bit more. Okay. All right, let me do a little dusting of some powder in these areas. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. I don't feel so shiny anymore. So let's see how long this lasts. All right, I'm back. It is the end of the day. I'm probably going to wash my face in a little bit, so I wanted to come back on here before I did to give you my final thoughts on, let me make sure I'm saying this right, the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, this foundation is supposed to be oil-free or oil controlling, waterproof, transfer resistant. It's supposed to last actually 24 hours, and they call it an undetectable super long wear foundation. I do think that looks decent at the end of the day. I am still getting oily up in my T-zone. I'm not sure if part of that is just I'm just that oily, and so it doesn't matter. This foundation is not going to control the oil. It could be worse. When I wore the original Too Faced Born This Way foundation, I wouldn't have even come on camera to show you what I look like at the end of the day. This is a definite improvement. I don't know that it would last on me 24 hours. I mean, we're like not even quite halfway there yet, and not that I was gonna go 24 hours, but we're not even like halfway there yet, and I'm like, this needs a touch up or something. So 24 hours, I don't think so. Oil controlling, I'm not quite sure about that, because you know, my oil is not controlled. I had a few hours in and I was having oily issues in my T-zone. So I don't know that it's any more oil controlling than any other matte foundations that I use or have used in the past. And then waterproof, I have not tested that out yet. That might be for trial number 2. And transfer resistant, I'm pretty sure it transfers, because when I blotted, I got some on the tissue that I was using, and I think it's just going to transfer whatever oil has started to build up. But anywho, I'm not fairly disappointed, but I'm not impressed. I mean, this is what it looks like up close. My pores are really showing. I don't know. I feel like for $40, I should be getting something that looks a lot better at the end of the day. It could be the way I applied it. It could be the powder that I put on underneath first before I put the foundation on. It could be the fact that I didn't set it with powder properly. I don't know. So I'm going to give this another go. I will do a second video to show you how that second trial goes, and then I'll make a decision as to whether or not this is even worth it. Now that I've shared my thoughts on the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation, I want to know if you've given it a try, and if so, what are your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And if you haven't given it a try, would you try it? I mean, it is $40. And so you see how my face looks. But would you give it a try on your own? Because who knows, you might have different results than I do. You might have better results. Please go ahead and give this video a like, and feel free to go ahead and share it on all of your social channels. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one.